What is up, good people? Jungle Inc. here. Hope you're doing well. This is a story we got to take serious and continue to track as we work through this year. It could have huge implications on the value of the Ethereum token. The title of this article is Ethereum Turns Inflationary as Network Revenues Plunge to 9-Month Low. And one of the greatest outcomes of the merge has been this flippening of the Ethereum supply, how it has turned deflationary. That's going to have a great effect on the value of tokens. Well, now it's flipped back, and Ethereum is currently inflationary. Quoting from the article, the decline in network activity in the network is partly because the adoption of Layer 2 networks, and the trend will continue in the near term. So some of this is probably just, it's a bear market, you have less transactions, less network activity. But as these Layer 2s, because they're faster and cheaper and really a better experience for doing transactions, as they start to scale up and pull even more of that activity off of the main chain, this could start to compound. And the more that it does, we could see an inflation of the Ethereum supply. And this is especially troublesome because it's not something like, it's just the bear market. It's going to eventually revert out of that and we'll see the transactions come ripping back. Yeah, that part's true. That's a short-term problem. But as you get more successful with Layer 2s, this is going to be a long-term issue. And it's important to understand Layer 2s are part of the infrastructure. That's part of the plan now going forward. Before it was kind of a stopgap. Like, you know what? As we upgrade the network, we'll use Layer 2s and then eventually everything will revert back on chain. Oh no, that's not the way it's going to work now. This is part of the full Ethereum roadmap. Continuing with the article, Ethereum's native token has been increasing as less tokens were destroyed or burned to verify transactions. This trend may be putting some pressure on the second largest crypto asset as its supply has been growing over the past months, reverting from its deflationary trend. I've been saying it here, screaming it at the top of my lungs, and it's not because I'm anti-Ethereum. I think when you look at the valuation of crypto assets, I think Ethereum is the most overvalued altcoin that there is. Number one, I think its regulatory status is wildly overblown. The SEC, yes, it would be uncomfortable to reverse course and, overstep Hinman, but it could happen. There is nothing special to Ethereum from a regulatory standpoint that you wouldn't have with Cardano or Polkadot or any other crypto asset. Further, I think competition risk is wildly underestimated. There are some bright people out there building amazing systems, and I don't think you're going to see Ethereum, continue to hold the percentage of Layer 1 smart contract, activity like we do today. This is a fast-moving area of technology, and competitors can run up on you quick, especially if their core design is better and allows for scaling. Again, we'll have to see it play out, but so many people rubber stamp this protocol is God's gift to cryptocurrencies, and I'm not so sure. There's a lot of building, and that leads to number 3. It's still a work in progress, and with every one of these upgrades, with every one of these changes, there's risk there, and that's with all, crypto assets. As you are adapting, putting on new capabilities, new infrastructure, there could be unintended consequences, like the success of Layer 2s could have a downwards, effect on the price of Ethereum. That's just one example. Something you might not have thought before that, currently we're deflationary. Layer 2s are great. They're going to make for fast and cheap transactions, but that's going to, mess with the coin supply. And there's a million of these things, and they're changing stuff all the time. And so because we are in a work in progress type of mode with all of these blockchains as they go through radical redesigns and upgrades and changes in philosophy, you can have problems down the road that you don't foresee today. And Ethereum is no different than every other blockchain out there. And I think that gets underestimated. Ethereum's going to do great. Look, the next bull run, transactions are going to come back on the chain. You're going to see an upwards price momentum there. It's going to do fine. But I think when you look at its value relation to Bitcoin and the rest of the altcoin market, I just think that this ain't the best buy out there at this point in time. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Inc.